So you want to know how to play Shen. That's a surprise because no one else does. Shen, the Eye of Twilight, is an energy-based melee top laner who is really fucking easy to play. What do Shen mains and dinosaurs have in common? We're both fucking extinct. His passive is called Key Barrier. After using an ability, Shen shields himself from 52 to 120 damage plus 14% of his bonus health for 2.5 seconds. If the triggering ability successfully affected at least one champion, Key Barrier's cooldown is reduced from anywhere between 4 to 7.5 seconds. What this really means is when you engage someone, you basically just face roll all of your abilities, and as long as one of them affects any champion, it means you're going to get a shield that can help you outlast your lane opponent, or last longer in a team fight. And holy shit, the amount of times I would have died, but this passive combined with my W and Q kept me on a sliver of health just long enough for me to win a trade and take a kill is... It's a lot. It was a lot of time. Shen's Q is called Twilight Assault. When activated, Shen recalls his Spirit Blade to his location. Enemies the blade collides with are slowed by 35% for the next 2 seconds when moving away from Shen. Once it arrives, Shen empowers his next 3 basic attacks within 8 seconds to gain bonus range and bonus magic damage. That magic damage being anywhere between 3 to 5% plus 1.5% per 100 AP of the target's max health. If the Spirit Blade collides with an enemy champion on its way, an additional 2% plus 0.5% per 100 AP of the target's maximum health and bonus damage is applied, plus a 50% bonus attack speed. Empowered attacks against non-champions deal an additional damage, but their damage is capped between 30 and 70. Well, that sounds really complicated. What it means is that after activating your Q, your sword will fly towards you from wherever it is. However, if the sword hits anyone on the way over, you gain more attack speed and damage while also activating your passive to give you a small shield. So it's a good idea to try to line up your sword so it hits your lane opponent so you can dominate your lane and outlast him. The only downside is that this is Shen's only real damaging ability, so it might be a good idea to take some CDR runes or maybe just some CDR items just so you're never caught waiting the full 8 to 5 seconds for it to recharge. Shen's W is called Spirit's Refuge. When activated, Shen primes his Spirit Blade for 2 seconds, causing it to project a protective zone around it for 1.75 seconds, causing allies in the zone to dodge attacks. Wow, that's a pretty simple thing to read off. This is what I consider to be Shen's best ability, besides this. But more on that later. This ability is great when combined with your E and Q, so you taunt them to attack you all the while you having activated your W to protect you, and your Q to deal massive damage, and then your passive would have activated so you get even more armor after the shield is gone. Jesus, when you get a full tank build, you can basically stand in the middle of a team fight and be like,
"Show me your moves!"
The only downside is that if you use this too early, your enemies can easily just back off and wait for it to go on cooldown, knowing you won't have it for almost 9 years. Shadow Dash is Shen's E. Passively, damage from Shadow Dash and Twilight Assault recover 30 to 40 energy. When activated, Shen dashes in the target direction, dealing physical damage to all enemy champions and monsters he hits and taunting them for 1.5 seconds. Damage to all enemy champions and monsters he hits and taunting them for 1.5 seconds, while only dealing 50 to 150 damage plus 12% bonus HP. So this is how you bait them into walking into a bar and roofing your drink so they can't help but follow you as you proceed to beat the unholy shit out of them. Is that too insensitive? I feel it was too insensitive. While this taunt is decent, it's nothing compared to a Rammus taunt. However, if you decide to build Thornmail and then taunt them and do your EWQ combo, then you kind of get that Rammus feeling. Finally, Shen's ult is called Stand United. When activated, Shen channels for 3 seconds, shielding the target allied champion for up to 5 seconds. The shield can shield anywhere between 250 to 850 plus 130% of his max AP. Upon completing the channel, Shen and his Spirit Blade blink to the target ally's location. So at max level, you shield an ally for 850 health plus another 135% of your AP, which is actually a lot. And oh my god, is this ever fun to troll the enemy with. They're gonna get a kill?
Nope.
Going to invade lane?
Nope.
It doesn't matter what you do. As long as you have TP as well, you'll be able to warp to your teammates to get an easy kill and warp back to your lane before the enemy even has time to get lubed up for the ass beating you're about to give them. However, if your ally champion does die before you finish chilling, you end up standing there after it's done, feeling like I did when my dad left me. Come home, Dad, please. I miss you. And that's basically it. You warp to your dying teammates, face roll your keyboard, and you just shut down any schemes the enemy team could be planning. Sure, he's not the most technically advanced champion to play, but he is damn fun, and he can definitely change the flow of battle. Also, shout out to this Yasuo player real quick. You saved my bacon, dude. You're the real MVP. You carried the games. Yeah.